Welcome back. The bail application of Pastor Timothy Omotoso continues in the Port Elizabeth High Court today. In a letter presented to the court, it came to light that the first state witness, Cheryl Zondi, had asked for the previous state prosecutor in the case, Advocate Ishmat Cerfontein, to be removed. The letter is part of new facts Omotoso's defense brought to court in his bid to be released on bail. The televangelist pastor has been in jail for more than 3 years. He's facing more than 90 sex-related charges. We cross live now to our colleague Veronica Fourie for an update before court commences this morning. A very good morning to you, Veronica. What can we expect from court this morning?
Good morning. It'll actually be a surprise for us to know what is going to happen, because yesterday when court adjourned, Advocate Terry Price for the defense actually said that he wanted to call a police officer who is only available on Friday. That means that he cannot call her today, and then that has an impact on the case of the state, because they wanted to call Warrant Officer Plaatjes from the Hawks, and that would impact on the case, the one on the other. So Advocate Terry Price then said he would see overnight and this morning how important it is, and if perhaps he could make other arrangements for the police lady to be in court today. So we will see if she will testify today or not. Otherwise, the state will have to take the evidence of Mr. Plaatjes. So this is just another twist in the story, which has been running for more than 3.5 years now.
Veronica, this letter we told that Cheryl Zondi sent to the court, what do we know about it?
Yesterday, it was a surprise move when the state actually handed a letter to the defense, which came from Cheryl Zondi, which she has written to the National Prosecuting Authority. Now, listeners might remember that she was the first witness in this Omotoso case, and she subsequently formed a foundation for people who have been sexually abused. And it seems that she is actually looking after other witnesses in this case now. So what transpired was that Advocate Ishmat, who was the previous prosecutor in the case, she visited Cheryl Zondi when she wanted to prepare her for the hearing. While she was there, Cheryl Zondi's brother also entered the lounge where they were busy talking, and he was actually very aggressive and intimidating, and he told the advocate that he didn't like the way that he spoke to Zondi and the questions she asked, and then she was very traumatized, and she called the investigating officer to fetch her. She says she's never been treated like this ever in her 18 years career of being a prosecutor in the High Court. So they eventually completed the questions and the preparation the next day. But this letter that Zondi now has written to the National Prosecuting Authority has asked them to remove her from the case, because they say that she was racist, she looked down on them, she wasn't a good communicator, there were cultural and language differences, and it was a list of complaints. And even before the advocate could react on these, or she wasn't even asked to react on these, she decided on legal advice to withdraw from the case on ethical reasons. So that is why she's not on the case anymore. And that is why also she was then called yesterday, and she was asked by the defense why she withdrew from the case, and this is what she offered. The defense now feels that these facts that she has mentioned is only the nose of this whole story, and that there might be more intimidating facts that could have an effect on the bail application of Pastor Omotoso.
I know you're inside the court, but there's always a sense of occasion when this court case comes to court. When this case comes to court, can you give us a sense of what's happening outside? Are supporters and detractors, are they there? What's happening?
Yes, there are still supporters outside. They have There are not so many people as there used to be, but there is still a loyal group of supporters outside. And inside court, of course, with the COVID-19 regulations, very few people are allowed in court, which the supporters are not very happy about, but the seating in court has been really limited, and it's only the media and about 4 supporters and 4 people from the ANC Women's League that are in court, and of course the legal teams. So the spirit is a bit dampened, and most people say that they have lost interest in the case.
Well, thank you so much for bringing that to us. Veronica Fourie will be watching to see what time are proceedings expected to begin?
It's expected to begin at 10 o'clock.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Veronica Fourie, there for us outside the court.